The Kepler Space Telescope was launched on 7th March 2009 to discover planets outside our solar system called exoplanets. Its main goal was to find Earth-like planets in the habitable zone. Kepler used the transit method. It watched for tiny dips in a star's brightness, which happened when a planet passed in front of it. Kepler discovered over 2,600 confirmed exoplanets, but among these 2,600 planets, there are many planets that are like Earth. So I am Saurashis Chakraborty, you are watching Astro Saurashis. Today we will look at the Earth-like planets discovered by Kepler. NASA launched the Kepler Space Telescope on March 7, 2009 with the mission to find planets beyond our solar system known as exoplanets. The telescope was designed to focus on finding Earth-sized planets in the habitable zones of stars, while liquid water could exist, a key ingredient for life. Kepler's unique feature was his ability to monitor the brightness of over 150,000 stars in a fixed patch of the sky using the transit method. Kepler was equipped with an ultra-sensitive camera capable of detecting tiny changes in starlight. Initially planned for 3.5 years, Kepler operated successfully for nearly a decade, making groundbreaking discoveries until November 15, 2018, when it ran out of fuel. The first Earth-like planet discovered by Kepler was Kepler 452b. Kepler 452b was discovered in 2015. It was a big deal because it is in a habitable zone, the region around a star where conditions might allow liquid water to exist. It is about 1,400 light-years away in the constellation Cygnus. Kepler 452b orbits a star called Kepler 452. This star is similar to our Sun but slightly older, about 1.5 billion years older. Kepler 452b is about 60% larger than Earth, making it a super-Earth. It's larger but still rocky like Earth. Its mass and surface gravity are higher than Earth's, but scientists aren't exactly sure by how much. It takes 385 days to complete one orbit around its star, which is similar to Earth's 365-day orbit. Kepler 452b is likely to have a thick atmosphere and more volcanic activity because of its larger size. It's so far away that we can't study it closely right now, so it is unknown whether Kepler 452b has life on it or not. The second planet is Kepler 186f. Kepler 186f is a fascinating exoplanet located about 500 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Cygnus. It was discovered in 2014 and is often called Earth's cousin because of its similarities to our planet. Kepler 186f orbits a red dwarf star, which is cooler and smaller than our Sun. Red dwarfs are very common in the universe and live much longer than stars like our Sun. However, they often emit strong solar flares, which can affect nearby planets. Kepler 186f lies in the habitable zone of its star. This means it has just the right distance for liquid water to exist on its surface. If it has an atmosphere and the right conditions, Kepler 186f is about 10% larger than Earth, making it an Earth-sized planet. It is a rocky planet like Earth and Mars. Scientists believe it could have a similar gravity to Earth, making it a potential place for humans to walk around if it were habitable. Kepler 186f takes 130 days to complete one orbit around its star. Since it orbits a red dwarf, the sunlight it receives is much dimmer than what we get from our Sun. Standing on Kepler 186f, the star would look orange or red in the sky. We don't know if it has an atmosphere, which is crucial for protecting life from radiation and maintaining water. Red dwarf stars can produce dangerous radiation that might make life difficult. Next planet is Kepler 62f. Kepler 62f located about 1,200 light-years away in the constellation Lyra. It orbits a star called Kepler 62, which is smaller and cooler than our Sun. Kepler 62f is about 40% larger than Earth, making it a super-Earth. The planet is cooler than Earth because it receives less heat from its star. However, if it has a thick atmosphere, it might retain enough heat to support life. Scientists think Kepler 62f could be rocky or covered in oceans, depending on its atmosphere. A year on Kepler 62f is 267 Earth days. That's shorter than Earth year, but longer than Mars year. but still we don't know some things about Kepler 62f. That is, does it have an atmosphere to protect it from harmful radiation? Does it have water, oxygen and other gases? Next planet is Kepler 22b. Kepler 22b is about 600 light years away from Earth in the constellation of Cygnus. While that's incredibly far for humans, it's relatively close on the cosmic scale. Kepler 22b orbits a star very similar to our Sun, though slightly smaller and cooler. This star is called a G-type star, the same type as our Sun. Kepler 22b takes about 290 days to complete one orbit, making its year somewhat similar to ours. It lies at a distance from a star where the temperature is neither too hot or too cold, making it possible for water to remain liquid. Kepler 22b is classified as a super-Earth, meaning it's larger than Earth, or smaller than gas giants like Neptune. It's about 2.4 times the size of Earth, so gravity on its surface would likely be stronger. The temperature on Kepler 22b, if it has an atmosphere similar to Earth, is estimated to be around 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit, a comfortable Earth-like temperature. The presence of liquid water is a big question because it's in the habitable zone. Scientists think there's a possibility for water, but they don't know if it's actually there. Kepler 22b is a large, mysterious planet in a comfortable zone around a star. It might have the right conditions for life, but we need more data to know for sure. It's a reminder of how vast and intriguing our universe is. Next planet is Kepler 452c. Kepler 452c was discovered in 2015. It is located about 1,400 light years away in the constellation Cygnus. Kepler 452c is about 60% larger in a diameter than Earth, so it's called a super-Earth. Its exact mass isn't known, but scientists believe it could be up to 5 times heavier than Earth. It might have a rocky surface like Earth, but this is not confirmed. Kepler 452c orbits a star similar to our Sun, called a G-type star, but it's about 1.5 billion years older than the Sun. This gives scientists insights into what Earth might look like in the distant future. It takes 385 days to orbit its star, which is very close to Earth's 365 days. This means Kepler 452c is in the habitable zone, the region around a star where conditions might allow liquid water to exist. Since Kepler 452c is in the habitable zone, it might have conditions suitable for life, like liquid water on its surface. However, we don't know for sure because it's too far away to study in detail. Its thicker atmosphere, if it has one, and stronger gravity might make it different from Earth. And the last one, Kepler 1649c. Kepler 1649c is located about 300 light years away from Earth in the constellation Cygnus. It is very similar in size to Earth, being only 1.06 times bigger. This makes it an Earth-like planet. It's a rocky planet just like Earth, which means it has a solid surface where you could theoretically stand. Kepler 1649c orbits a star in what scientists call the habitable zone or the Goldilocks zone. This is the perfect distance from a star where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. Kepler 1649c orbits a small, cool star called the Red Dwarf. This star is dimmer and cooler than our Sun. Kepler 1649c completes one orbit around a star every 19.5 Earth days, meaning a year there is just less than 3 weeks long. The amount of light Kepler 1649c receives from a star is about 75% of what Earth gets from the Sun, which could give it Earth-like temperatures. Scientists think it could be warm enough for water to stay liquid, but not so hot that it could all evaporate. So could there be life? We don't know yet. While its size and location in the habitable zone make it a good candidate for supporting life, we don't have enough information about its atmosphere. An atmosphere is crucial because it regulates temperature and protects life from harmful space radiation. Kepler 1649c was discovered in 2020 when scientists reanalyzed old data from the Kepler Space Telescope. It had been missed earlier due to a processing error. So, be sure to let me know what you think about these planets. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more, subscribe to Astoundium. See you with another amazing video. Stay well and stay healthy.